open a bottle of rosé. All right, there is something about that that's like, I'm having the whole thing. Not that that's an excuse, but it kind of helps me justify it. Hi guys, welcome back. I thought while I just have a minute to myself, as little Stevie is, I can't hear him, but I think he's just out in the corridor. And I'm literally just getting done with my like emails and admin this morning. I thought I would do this vlog. I was literally on my phone as well, going through a few DMs. I posted like a screenshot of a workout that I was doing yesterday, and so many of you said, you know, post more of these. Can you do like an updated video on YouTube of just like how your fitness journey is going and stuff? You guys leave me comments about it all the time, and instead of like replying back to all of your DMs, I thought I would just do a YouTube video on it, considering I did mention on YouTube about it all and whether or not to like do follow-up videos or whether or not to just keep it to Instagram. And I remember when I asked that in the first place, again, so many of you guys said to keep it on YouTube. So I thought I would do a little, almost like what I do, what I eat, and just like a little bit of a Q&A at the end. I asked on Instagram, like, basically to resend me all of your DMs on a question box so it's easier for me to answer and go through, so I make sure I don't miss any, and hopefully everything is all up to date for you guys. Yes, we're doing a video. Oh, yes. We're doing a YouTube video. Whoop. Say hello. Oh yes. So I thought I would do an updated YouTube video, like I said. Yes, maybe like some food ideas for you guys, some food inspiration. We've got lunch from HelloFresh, which I'm so excited about. Lots of protein, like snacks and stuff. I get a lot of questions about that. So yeah, all of the good stuff up in this video with my up-to-date fitness, you know, vibes, what I'm doing, eating, etc, etc. I'll show you a little workout as well. Now we've got work done, that's next on the agenda besides a little bit of breakfast, isn't it? Yes. Sick of mummy's cuddles, according to some comments. So yeah, that's what this video is gonna be about. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I do always appreciate your guys' feedback, but when it does come to fitness and food, you always get the people, and some people are, don't get me wrong, that kind of like to tell me what to do, what I'm doing wrong, and it's not like in a constructive way. Which can be like, not like quite damaging, but it can just be a bit like, I don't know, disheartening. So if you guys want, like throughout this video, feel compelled to give me some like advice and stuff, let's keep it constructive and helpful, you know, that kind of vibes, okay? Because to put food and fitness on the internet, it actually is like, not like a big deal, because some people are complete experts in it. I'm not, and I'm still just like navigating my way through. And it's always going to be a sensitive topic for some people, not necessarily myself, but like even people like reading through the comments that are looking for inspo and help. Like, let's keep the language, you know, positive and uplifting. Trigger warning, obviously, to people that find fitness, talking about calories, weight loss, etc, etc. Kind of hope you wouldn't have even clicked on this video anyway if that's a trigger for you, but we obviously are going to be talking about it today. So without further ado, let's crack on with this day. So on days that I am gonna be doing like a bit of a heavier workout, I suppose, like, which to be fair is gonna be all week for me this week because I go to Portugal next week. So, you know, I'm just going like, I'm just, you know, on the week run up, gonna go hard, you know? Well, not hard, but no days off vibes. So on days that I have a workout, I always like to eat before, especially because my gym is at home, and also my PT this week, she's on her hen do. So she's not here, so I'm doing all of my workouts at my gym, which I don't mind, but I like to go to my gym sort of like a little bit later than usual, like maybe like middle of the afternoon, number one, because I have a schedule that allows me to, and number two, so obviously I'm gonna take advantage of that, and number two, it's obviously just like a lot less busy, which I prefer, which gives me time to have a breakfast this morning. I'm going to have like majority of my calories at lunch, which is what I really love to do. I'm always my like hungriest after a workout. I feel like you continue to burn calories after a workout, so I make sure to have like a big lunch so that I'm not really wanting to like snack throughout the day, if you know what I mean. And we've got like a big tasty like protein packed HelloFresh lunch, and I can't wait to cook and show that to you guys. But for breakfast, I still like to get a bit of protein in, and eat something to give me some energy. So this is like a cute idea if you guys are interested. This is a light and free like protein yogurt. It's vanilla and salted caramel flavor. There's 14 grams of protein in this. So essentially I'm gonna make my own granola bowl. I'm gonna pop this in a bowl. I'm gonna have some Jordan's Simply Granola with a hint of honey, which I really love this. A lot of granola for me has nuts in. Feel free to like have one that does have nuts in. Again, getting all of that like goodness and what are nuts good for? Are they protein? You get goodness from nuts, which I obviously can't do. But I just really like this one for a little bit of texture, a little bit of carb for my energy before I work out. And then just a few strawberries in a bowl. And I do like to weigh things out. So I'm gonna weigh out my strawberries and weigh out my granola. This is obviously, I'm gonna use the whole yogurt pot. But these are also really great snacks or desserts to just get that little bit of extra protein in. So this is just a breakfast idea. Really appetizing looking, I know, but honestly so delicious. And I do still track my food on my Fitness Pal, and that was 226 calories. And I love the little like messages that it shows to you, and I love how you can keep on track with, you know, how much you need like left for the day. You can set that all up. But yeah, bon appetit. Really good way to get your protein in with that yogurt, and especially if you like sweet things as well. Right, while Stevie's complete. Oh, oh no. I thought you were asleep. Go back to sleep. Right, I'm speaking slightly lower because Stevie is asleep in there. And I always feel really bad, even though he's absolutely fine and he sleeps like the whole time that I go out, which is like an hour and a half. Every time I come back, he's in the exact same spot. But sometimes, like if he's not fully asleep and he sees me leave the room, he like mews at the door. And I know it's just because he's probably like, what's going on? Like, where have you gone? But it makes me want to stay, but he's asleep in there now. So I'm going off to the gym now. I feel like I'll insert my workout on the screen. I'll film like little bits depending on how busy it is. I don't think it'll be too busy. But obviously I want to like focus on the workout and not like having to film, but I'll obviously film little bits if I can. If I go up into the studio, it should be a lot easier. I did a full body yesterday. So today, as well as cardio, I'm gonna do like maybe more like glute focused stuff. Without my PT, I'm trying to just like think like what would we normally do on this day, but today's a Tuesday, so this normally would be a free day for me. But because we did full body yesterday, I'm gonna do like some leg focused stuff today. I did say to Shah how, I'm sure we'll get into this like a little bit later in like the Q&A section, like I feel like I've lost weight on like majority parts. Like I can notice like a difference, except my like lower stomach. Like I know that pocket of fat is like the hardest for like a lot of women. And she said basically a great exercise, as much as we all hate them, is like burpees and mountain climbers for like really targeting that area. And I'm always doing cardio in my workouts. I do like well, you'll see on the screen the workout that I'm going to be doing. So yeah, I will insert it on the screen. You guys can do it if you want to as well. And I'll just show you what I get up to. The gym fit is not cute today. I've literally just got like black leggings on and this yellow jumper, which I've worn in a vlog before, I think. It's from Pull & Bear. All of my like funky leggings are in the wash, but normally they're from Amazon. I always like to get scrunch bum leggings. I think it just does the most. They're so flattering and they're always made of a really thick material. I've linked a few like on my Instagram in the past. But yeah, just go on Amazon and type in scrunch bum gym leggings. They have so many on there, but yeah, bit of a boring gym fit today, but doesn't matter what you wear, just get it done. As you can see, I've put it on the screen so you can screenshot that if you want, but I'm going to start off with a 15-minute walk, high incline, medium speed. I always find the time goes quicker when you watch something, and also if you just cover up the screen with a towel. This playlist is amazing when I switch to running, because as you can see, we're going to do 5 minutes of sprints. Sorry, watching me run is so funny at high speed. So basically, you want to sprint for 40 seconds and just pause for 20 and repeat that 5 times. This also then makes the time go quicker because we are going to be doing this for like, it's a 30-minute circuit type thing. So obviously we did the 15-minute walk, 5 minutes of sprint, and then we're going to repeat the 10-minute walk at the end, again on the incline incline 13, speed 4.2. So basically what we did in the 15-minute walk earlier. That's what I was trying to say. So yeah, the sprints kind of helps me pass the time, and I actually really like sprinting, believe it or not. So 30 minutes is up. All in all, it was about 294 calories. Absolutely lovely. Then we're using the Smith machine to do some squats. Sorry, why do I look like a cat vomiting while I'm doing this? But this was just the circuit that I came up with. I'm not sure how my form is on these kickbacks, because when I was doing it, it didn't feel the best. But I don't know. So let me know if I need to do something better with my form, or there's a way of doing it. And then some RDLs. I would have lifted a much heavier weight, but all the 3 bars were occupied by people, so I just had to make do with those ones. And then, like I said, I'm really trying to incorporate burpees into this workout, even though it was leg focused, to help burn that lower fat. And then some sumo squats and some weighted glute bridges, like it's written on the screen. I like to do 2 or 3 sets of each of these. I would have done hip thrusts, but again, the bars were occupied, so gotta make do. I just used a kettlebell. I think this was the heaviest of 12 kilograms. Wakey wakey, just as I thought, fast asleep. Oh, fresh out the shower. I've got a hair mask in as well. I'm moisturized. Stevie's playing in a cardboard box, which is great, but it's lunchtime. I'm absolutely ravenous, which is what I love. I love, after the gym, feeling super hungry and cooking myself a big, delicious lunch. And as I mentioned earlier, my lunch today is in partnership with HelloFresh. I love HelloFresh. I get so excited to cook their meals and recipes. They are always 10-10. They use fresh, high quality ingredients, and they're all pre-measured and weighed out for you, which for me at the moment I love, because you guys know I'm weighing my food. Makes it 10 times easier for me. I always order the 2-person household meals, but you can do it for 3 people, 4 people. I always thought it'd be really cute, if I lived with people housemates or something, each picking a recipe and making it together. I don't know, do people do that? That's what I would want to do, because the recipes are so good. Having a HelloFresh meal night and taking it in turns. The recipes I have picked, you can see there's so many to choose from. I got the Korean beef style tacos again. I did that in a vlog before. I had to get them again. They are so good. I got some sausage meatball spaghetti, and for lunch today, which I am so excited about, we're gonna be having Chipotle spiced chicken, Mexican style potatoes, and some stir fried vegetables, which this meal is one of your 5 a day. I'm guessing that's the vegetables. Gonna be lots of protein in this with the chicken breast. Comes in little packages like this. Again, makes it so easy. It's labeled number 1. This recipe's labeled number 1. So let's get cooking. But I did just want to say, if you guys want to try HelloFresh, you can use the code leary50, which is going to get you 50% off your first box and 35% off the next. Stevie, come here, you. Don't you think that they should do HelloFresh? Yes, I do. Which I think is so good. Any chance to save money, and especially if you're splitting it between a household, you're saving even more money with my code leary50. So if you guys want to check out HelloFresh, which if you haven't already, join the hype. Makes cooking so easy, delivered straight to your door, all really fresh, high quality ingredients, pre-measured out, pre-weighing. If you haven't got time to faff about going around the shops, this is the way forward. And the meals, they have endless recipes to choose from. And you guys know me, I absolutely love getting myself in the kitchen and cooking up a new recipe. So it's super fun as well. Isn't it, baby? So while Mummy cooks her lunch, plop you down. But yeah, we're gonna be doing the Chipotle spiced chicken, and I literally cannot wait. This is obviously all written down for you on your HelloFresh sheet, but you wanna dice up your potatoes, oil, salt, pepper, add the Mexican seasoning, bosh, in the oven. Then you wanna do the same with your chicken. You wanna leave it to marinate with the Mexican seasoning. Absolutely bloody fantastic. That doesn't need to go in yet. But then you just wanna dice up your veg. How have I only recently discovered that I like red pepper? It was amazing. So you just want to cut them up into chips almost. Cut up your red onion. Again, save that to the end as well because it doesn't take too long. Mush up your garlic and your coriander. I'm going to bake the chicken, not fry it because less oil. Either one, absolutely fine. Move the potatoes to the bottom because they were cooking quicker. And then obviously don't forget to flip the chicken. Then you just want to pan fry your veg. and then add in the garlic when there's like 1 minute to go. Then you want to plate it up, veg, chicken, get the potatoes on there. Honestly, it's so good. Add a dollop of sour cream and coriander. Bob's your uncle, look at that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this looks amazing. Like, I am so impressed. I feel like this is gonna be delicious. They always are. I don't know what to have. Let's take a bit of everything. Chicken, pepper. Oh my God. This is so good. Don't you think this is so yummy? None for you, baby. Your feet's over there. There we go. Wow, I'm gonna tuck into this. If you guys wanna check out some of the other amazing recipes that HelloFresh have and also save yourself some money using the code leary50 for 50% off your first box, 35% off the next 3, so you can try these amazing recipes yourself. I'll leave the link in the description so you guys can check it out. But like I said, I'm gonna absolutely demolish this. This is the like perfect post-gym lunch. Getting my carbs in now so I don't like lose all my energy by like 4 p.m. Veg, protein, it's absolutely bloody lovely, my darling. So yeah, I'm gonna tuck into this and then I'll be back in the afternoon to answer your questions that you guys have sent me. Right, Stevie's asleep. I've just put on another wash and the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case has gone on a break. So the perfect time to sit down and answer some of your most asked questions about my fitness journey, the update on everything, etc, etc. I hope earlier kind of gave you a little bit of an insight into like some food ideas. I've got a few other questions about like snack ideas and stuff. If what I said earlier, you want some more. So let me start from the bottom. Got me water. Okay, I feel like the most frequently asked question is, how much weight have I lost? I, from the scale, have supposedly lost about 8 to 10 pounds, but it fluctuates. So I'd rather like, yeah, I do like look at the numbers in the scales, but I just much rather go off of what I like see in the mirror. I think if you become a little bit too obsessed with numbers, then it can become a little bit unhealthy. And sometimes the scale might go up, but that's because you're gaining muscle. So then it's like, you know, how accurate are the scales in terms of your weight loss, if that makes sense. So I definitely feel like I've lost weight. Probably a lot of it was just like water weight. Is that a thing? I don't really know. And like I said earlier at the beginning of this video, sorry, I feel like throughout this video I've spoken like really like softly, but it's because of Stevie and I don't want to wake him up. But anyway, yeah, so in terms of like where I've lost the weight, I definitely feel like I've lost weight in my like face. I just want my chin to disappear, okay? Like when I don't have a like chin anymore, that'll be amazing. I feel like my face looks a little bit slimmer. I feel like my arms look a little bit slimmer. I feel like my waist looks a little bit slimmer and my legs are definitely more toned. I've definitely got a lot more muscle in them and my butt looks a little bit peachier. It's just my lower stomach that's pissing me off. But yeah, hence why I'm now just incorporating burpees and cardio into like all of my workouts, because that's basically the only way, babes, as well as in the kitchen. I could probably be a bit strict with myself, but I don't want to. So then it's like, you know, I'm just going to get the results that I not deserve, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to completely cut out carbs because I love them. I just make, you know, smaller portion choices and eat them during the day rather than at nighttime. You know, I just do things that way. I feel like that was another question as well of like how to avoid junk cravings. I get a lot of that. I feel like this is just gonna sound like it's easier said than done because I live on my own and I can control like what's in the house. But if you don't buy them, they're not there to be eaten. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I used to find that a lot of the time, like if I tried to diet and stuff, when I had like unhealthy snacks in the house, in my head I'd be like, well, you know, they've got to be eaten. right? Like otherwise that's just a waste. So I'll just eat them today and like, you know, start tomorrow. And it's just, it's a downward spiral. So I think just making better choices, get loads more like fruit in the house. Like fruit, honestly, you'd be surprised, like satisfies sugar cravings, in terms of like crisp cravings and stuff. There's like rice cakes, you could put like smashed avocado on them, tomato, like that kind of vibe instead of bread. Or I really love the Warburton's protein bagels, that kind of vibe. Like I feel like when, like with the cravings, if you just have healthier choices like in the house, that's kind of all that you're left with. So like, you know, just like that kind of thing. Or like apple boats and peanut butter is really good, like for a sweet craving, that kind of thing. I really love fruit. Also, I really like the Fiber One brownies. Like I actually really like them. And I like, what else do I like? There's these like Fiber One like protein bars that are like caramel, like that kind of thing. They really help to satisfy cravings, I think. I don't know, is that like a good answer? My like biggest meal of the day is my lunch, and I feel like for me that's like strategic to therefore not want to snack and stuff like that. And if I do snack, it's probably towards dinner time, which then means, you know, I won't necessarily want like a bigger dinner anyway, so like won't need any carbs with that type of thing. You know, like that lunch I just had, so good. Someone said how to stay healthy while eating out. I mean, I don't know how I feel about them introducing the calories on the menu. I definitely think that they should have the option to like have a menu with calories on it and have a menu that doesn't. Because when I go out for dinner, that is like a treat in itself. Like you don't necessarily do that all of the time, like every day, unless you do, and I'm jealous of the lifestyle that you've got. But no, like when I'm going out, like for me it's like I'm going out to treat myself. Yes, maybe now like I might make slightly more conscious choices now I can see the calories and stuff. But I think the whole purpose of going out for a meal is that it's a treat. So don't be too hard on yourself when you're going out. Just know, like, right, if I'm going out Friday night, therefore, you know, like maybe on the run up to that, make the healthier choices. So it's really just like, I don't want to say like, oh, it's so much more rewarding, because like food isn't a reward. You need food to function. Do you know what I mean? So take what I'm saying like that, like with a pinch of salt. But if you're like worried that you're gonna feel bad, then is that a way to help you like not feel so bad? Is that if you tell yourself, right, I've got that amazing meal in a couple of days, so on the run up to that I'm just gonna make sure, you know, I hate saying like earn that treat, because treat yourself whenever you want, do you know what I mean? But I'm just, this girl has asked me a question like that, and that's kind of how I would see it. But honestly, going out for dinner, it's a one-off. Like this is when people get, I mean, it will obviously depend on your mentality, but one meal is not going to ruin anything. I think that's what people get scared of, and they're just like, oh, like I've ruined everything, therefore like I'm just gonna scrap the whole thing. Do you know what I mean? No, like it's really not, unless your one meal consists of like 5,000 calories. Like it's really like not gonna have like a huge impact just having like a meal out. Do you know what I mean? But you know, I think when you're out, the chef, like the options on the menu, obviously depending on where you're going, are normally really good. So like even like the healthier options are probably going to be delicious, so it will still feel you know, like a treat and like really good food. So don't worry too much about that. Someone said, do you ever have cheat days? I don't necessarily like specifically give myself a cheat day, because I'm on like a really good stride and I don't feel like I need one right now. Like I don't have like these cravings because I'm eating like big, like, you know, good meals of stuff that I really enjoy. I haven't bought anything unhealthy, so I'm like coming up with these different snacks, or I'm buying like protein based snacks like the yogurt that you saw for my breakfast, or like fruits and stuff. So no, I don't necessarily have like a cheat day, but I don't track my calories at the weekend. I make like healthy choices and like decisions, but I don't track my calories at the weekend. I just track them during the week. So I suppose that's a treat, because then I'm not like thinking about it. If I want to go out and have some drinks, then I will. That's another thing. Like, no, I got like a few questions about like drinking and stuff. Again, if I want drinks, I make more. I just don't have rosé anymore, you guys. Can you believe it? Like, I don't have rosé. Actually, mainly because I think it was like upsetting my stomach a lot. Don't get me wrong, I will always love a glass of Provence, and I probably will go back to drinking rosé, but like, I did used to drink a lot of it. I actually really like the cans of rosé. I think it just, you know, like when you open a bottle of rosé, all right, there is something about that that's like, I'm having the whole thing, and it's very easily done. I'm really liking the cans of rosé because it feels a little bit more restrictive. Do you know what I mean? I also really like the like hard seltzers, is that what they're called? Where it's like soda water, vodka, and a flavour. I bought a few. I got like some mango and passion fruit ones, raspberry ones, lime ones. I really like them. If I'm wanting like alcohol, like I'll reach for that. Obviously love a margarita still, and I feel like tequila, that like a margarita where it's just tequila, lime juice, triple sec. I'm sure there's like another juice in there. It's a lot sort of like less sugary, I feel like, than like a porn star martini per se. So that's kind of a cocktail that I'll steer towards. I've gone from like rosé to margaritas. Like, margaritas are my obsession. I love them. And with Mexico at the end of June, you best believe I'll probably ruin it for myself and like margarita myself out. But I can't wait to have a margarita in Mexico. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's just going to be amazing. Or a tequila shot, all 73. So I don't like not drink. I just try not to drink during the week anymore. If I'm like really wanting a drink with dinner, I'll probably have red wine. I love red wine. And out of all of the wines, or maybe even alcohol in general, pretty sure it's like actually got some benefits for you. Not that that's an excuse, but it kind of helps me justify it. A lot of people asking about like how to stay focused, how to stay motivated, and not to compare yourself to other people on social media. This is what I said in my like recent Q&A about comparisons just like ruining everything. If you're really triggered by people on social media that you're seeing and like their body images and stuff, honest to God, I would unfollow them. It's obviously not helping you at all. Follow people more your body shape and your size, or just like they're on a fitness journey as well. They're not like just skinny and if that's what your goal is, like just maintaining it. And like there's no like actual motivation behind their posts. Like some fitness influencers are good because they'll post workouts for you to do, and like that's really motivating. But if it's just people that are, you know, not necessarily posting motivating workout like plans and stuff like that, they just are posting themselves, that's not their fault that you're sort of like triggered by that. So like it's on you to unfollow them and be like, I'm finding myself comparing their body to me, and it's like it's not motivating me, so you know, you need to unfollow them. But I don't know, like people ask me about like how to stay focused and stuff. Honestly, something just switched in my head when it was like, I'm going on holiday in 10 weeks, like let's go. Like I can't explain it. I feel like there needs to be a switch, and like I think it's because it's not necessarily my holiday with my sister, like it's family, like I'm not worried about what I look like with my sister. It's because my holiday to Mexico, there's like 20 people going. And you know when you're just like, you know, I just want to feel good in like pictures and, you know, just, I don't know. For me, that's what it was. It was a goal that I was working towards, and now, and that's given me enough time for it to just become routine and like habit. And I think you've just got to want it enough. And I know, again, that's probably easier said than done, but it is true. If you want something enough, you won't stop until you've got it. Like, that's just facts. No matter what hurdles come in the way, like, if you want something enough, you will do what, like, you'll just do what it takes to get there. That should be enough to be like, no, like, that's fine, I don't want it. What I'm saying is that just like, you, like, if you want this, just like remember how much you want it, and like be your own motivation of like, remember what you said. You wanted this, so put in the work. Like, there's no like soft way to sort of say that. And I'm not meaning to sound like aggressive with that, but like, I've been like quite aggressive with myself in this sense of if I feel myself slipping, I'm just like, no, Rachel, come on, focus. You said this. Because isn't it so frustrating? Like, especially watching this Johnny Depp and Amber Heard thing, I'm like in a defamation with myself, like a case of myself and my own like lawyer just being like, you said this, so that's what you said, so let's do that. Do you know what I mean? I had a lot of people say like, how many times a week do you work out? Every day, except, oh no, sometimes I go at the weekend, but it's very easy for me to say that because I have a gym in my building. Comes with my building, like included within my rent, so it's very accessible to me. Plus, I have a very flexible schedule. It's very easy for me to do that. So yeah, that's very easy for me to say, like, if you had a gym on your doorstep, I'm sure you would go every day as well. But this week, it's kind of like easy for me. My PT's not here, she's on her hen do. But I do like go out to go see her 3 times a week. I will say that having a PT has been so good in terms of building up my confidence and like motivating me to go, because I obviously don't want to let her down and just like not turn up to a session, like, and I've paid her for this sessions, which is another motivator. I don't want to waste my own money, do you know what I mean? Obviously, I understand that not everyone has the funds to do that. But even if it's just going to a PT for like 2 weeks and seeing them like 3 times that week, just to build up that confidence and routine and like learn the certain moves and stuff, and then being like, okay, I feel like confident enough to just like do this on my own. I think that's so worth it. Like some PTs don't take on short-term clients, but like a lot of PTs do allow like a taster session and stuff, just so you can see the kind of vibes and that kind of thing. So if you were thinking about it and you can afford to do it, like I would say do it. Like honestly, she's been the biggest help and she's just really motivating. She like WhatsApps me, we check in every week and stuff. So subconsciously for me, it's like, not only do I not want to let myself down, I don't want to let her down. So I feel like that's been like a really big help. But now I've just got into the routine of things and my holidays are getting closer and closer. I'm going like, I guess 5 days a week, and then maybe on a Sunday if I feel like it. Saturdays, I just let myself recharge. I think if I went every day, I think the novelty of it would just wear off. So when you actually said about a cheat day, I suppose Saturday is because I won't necessarily exercise or go to the gym. Or if I exercise Saturday, then I probably wouldn't Sunday. Like one of the days I'll rest. But God said that Sunday was the day of rest, so most of the time I do that. I had a lot of people say, have you fallen out of love with cooking now? No, I haven't. I hadn't really like realized how much like pasta I was consuming. Like, because I just love it so much and like cooking it and like different recipes and stuff. And I feel like that contributed a lot to maybe just feeling a bit, do you know what I mean? But don't get me wrong, I still have a pasta dish. Like, went out for dinner the other day and had the most amazing like octopus spaghetti dish. It was insane. I haven't fallen out of love with cooking. I maybe don't show it so much on my Instagram because the meals I'm cooking are probably more on the like boring side. It's like meat and vegetables, and it's not as aesthetically pleasing as like a gorgeous bowl of pasta. But I whenever I do post them, so many of you say like, oh, can you show this? I just don't want my page to like just become about that, and then everyone just gets sick of me and just being like, you don't post anything else except this. So I don't know, I feel like I'm in a limbo. It may appear that I've like fallen out of love with cooking, but obviously, as you saw earlier, like I'm still cooking things. I really, really do love it. Obviously, just the portions and like what I'm actually eating has slightly changed, but that's because I want to see a change in my body. So I got to make slightly different choices. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people asking, like, and I'm calorie counting and stuff. Technically, yes, I love using MyFitnessPal. My PT set it up for me in terms of the amount of calories I should be eating and protein that I should be having, etc., etc. I don't think what are macros? Because I had a lot of people being like, are you tracking your macros? And I don't know what that means. Is that like protein, carbs and stuff like that? Because I think my MyFitnessPal does that for you. I always get alerts if it's like, you know, you've hit your protein target for the day, or your goal is to have this amount of carbs and therefore what you're about to eat is going to take you over that. Like I get those messages. So are they my macros? Is that what that is? Because then technically yes, but like I'm not really doing it, like the app is doing it for me. I really love the app. I've gotten into the habit of just using it now, and I actually really enjoy it. It takes 2 seconds to just like weigh out your food and put it in the app. You'd be doing the same, like spending the same amount of time like on TikTok, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I think because I've got into a routine of it, I really enjoy it. Someone said, are you doing mostly cardio or strength, and which do you prefer or find more effective? I would say I definitely do a mix of both. When I have my PT sessions, we do two full body workouts. One is sort of mainly like HIIT stuff, and one is like full body, and that's like a mix of cardio and weighted stuff. Don't quote me on this, but don't you burn more fat the more muscle you have? Or like, no, that's not it. You burn more fat. What is it? But I think obviously using heavier weights burns more fat. Is that right? I think it is. It's something like that. So I definitely do a mix of both. Obviously, because my goal is to lose fat, it is important for me to include cardio like in my workouts. Like if that's what you're trying to do, like lose body fat, then definitely a mix of both, but perhaps longer with the cardio. And don't just think cardio means running, because it doesn't. I actually enjoy running and walking, I guess, but like just walking your 10k steps, so good. Podcast in, walk anywhere, do you know what I mean? Or a bike, or swimming, or like the rower machine or something like that. Like that's kind of all cardio vibes. Like don't just think, ugh, cardio, ugh, running, like I hate running, I'm not doing it. There's so many different other ways of cardio. And also another thing that like keeps me going in terms of like the cardio side of things, which I also did get a lot of questions about, is sports bras. Because obviously you guys know I got a big chest, so a sports bra for me is crucial, like a super strength sports bra. And I'm really annoyed because my favorite sports bras, they don't sell them anymore. Luckily I got 3. I ordered 3 at the time. They were actually from the Sport F.A.Q and Gabby Allen, is that her name, from Love Island. Like they did a collab, and it was like I think what's important is that they have, for me, like they have a high back. So there's no adjustable straps. It is a high, thick material back, thick straps here. And I think I got it in like an XL, something like that. So good. So if you're a bigger chested girl like me, I avoid sports bras with, although I say that, and I've got one from Tala, which is an adjustable strap one, but it's, again, I think it's all in the fabric. You need that thick fabric so you can't move. And I guess if you've got the adjustable straps, you can make them like really tight, but my favorite ones, if I'm doing cardio, are the ones where there's fabric all up the back. It's a very high back. I feel like super supportive. So in terms of like the style, that's what I look for. Like I said, I don't think the ones that I use are available anymore, but I do like the ones from Tala. They are really like thick quality fabric, that kind of vibe. And again, I got a lot of questions about my leggings. Basically get all of mine from Amazon. Scrunch bum, thick fabric leggings are my vibe. They just make your booty look so good. Also, I was thinking, do you guys recommend a Fitbit? I feel like I want to get one just to like track my calories and like movements throughout the day. And I'm pretty sure, I got a lot of questions about like protein snacks and stuff, which I did say. I would say those yogurts, the Fiber One protein like caramel bars are really amazing if you want that sweet craving. I actually have clear whey protein powder, which tastes like squash. It's amazing. I've got like the tropical dragon fruit flavor. Get it on Amazon. Clear whey protein powder, tropical dragon fruit flavor. Okay, so good. Really like low in calories. Tastes like squash. So if you love squash, but you know you want to be on this fitness journey and you're like working out and stuff, that's a great supplement to have because it'll like satisfy your sugar cravings, I'm sure. But it's got tons of protein in it. I wouldn't recommend that instead of squash if you're not exercising, because a lot of protein and then not the exercise can actually make you gain weight. So don't do that. But if you're, you know, working out and stuff, but then you come home and you're craving something sweet, that's great. A lot of you asking if I take pre-workout. No. Should I? What does that do? I don't know. Is that what creatine is? And should I be taking creatine? Because what does that do? Fitness experts, let me know. But yeah, I also feel like since I've been like on this consistent like journey at the moment, what I thought was gonna happen has happened, in the sense, well, not like has, but I feel like I'm definitely losing weight from my boobs. So I'm glad I didn't do like the uplift like ages ago, because now I'm thinking I'll see how it goes maybe by like towards the end of the year, what my boobs are looking like. But I'm thinking like if I still want to keep my big boobs, I'm probably gonna get like teardrop implants. I'm missing the volume here, and I just don't think an uplift would really do the vibes. Now I've lost like fat from them, because to get the uplift and like them look really like full, you need the fat. So yeah, that's my thing on that. Which is annoying. But yeah, I feel like that's a good update. I think any other questions, shoot them down below. But I hope this was interesting. I hope I gave you some ideas like for food. Make sure you check out HelloFresh and use the code. It's all in the description. I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you guys so much for all of your kind messages up until this point. I'm seeing a lot of you being more, you know, when it's like you don't want to compliment someone. I was talking to Maddie about this the other day. You don't really want to like compliment someone on weight loss. I mean, unless that's like for me, I've openly said that's what I want to do, so I'm not seeing it in like a bad way. Sometimes the way the compliments are like phrased, like I get messages sometimes that are like, oh my god, recently you look so amazing. And I'm like, oh. Like, I so see like the good intent behind that compliment, but did I not look good before? Like, do you know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say is that I'm seeing a lot of you guys, when you're messaging me wanting to compliment me and stuff, like I really appreciate the way that you're doing it. And thank you guys so much that you have like noticed. I don't know, like it's always nice when like other people notice, because I feel like I read somewhere once that it's like you're the first one to notice. It takes like maybe like a month or 2 months for like you to notice a difference. You see yourself every day, like, you know, that kind of, or is it the other way around, where it's like it's actually like it takes like a couple of months for other people to notice, and then maybe like a little bit longer for like you to notice. But you know, like when you don't see people for a while and then they're like, oh my god, you know, I feel like that's always nice if you're like trying, you're on a journey, and that's what you want, then it is obviously like a nice thing. So yeah, I was just trying to say thanks, but then also like I had another point, like, you know me, my brain is like all over the place. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it informative, and yeah, this is like my little update on that. I'm trying not to do too much and like overwhelm with fitnessy stuff, but a lot of you guys do ask, so for those that care, I hope you enjoyed this video. But yeah, love you guys, and I'll update you maybe in like a month. I don't know, we'll see where we go, but there's always updates on my Instagram, so make sure you're following me there. But I love yous, and I'd get Stevie in it, but he is having a nap and I don't want to wake him up. But yeah, love ya, see you soon, bye.